Moving on now to Kanye West, who's just come out as a straight up anti-Semite.
Yeah. Well, Ben Shapiro thinks otherwise. I mean, he did say it's anti-Semitic what he said.
But
he even cast a little bit of doubt on it while simultaneously saying that Kanye was saying anti-Semitic things like DEFCON 3 on all Jews. Insanity.
Wait, I didn't know Benny Boy was defending.
He's not.
He's not really defending.
He was defending the abortion stuff that he was talking about. He's like, well, bipolar disorder. He went on an in-depth analysis on bipolar disorder and how it, how that could be a factor in why he's saying anti-Semitic things, but certainly not a factor in what he's saying otherwise, like all the other conservative stuff that he's mentioning. He literally did he's neurodivergent.
Yeah, I mean, I used to be like, man, he's just not well, and
he's not.
He's not, but at a certain point, you go, well, does being bipolar make you anti-Semitic? Does being bipolar make you hate Jews?
My beautiful, dark, twisted fantasy.
No, but being bipolar will open you up to. You're more vulnerable to probably outside influences that will take advantage of you and put some books your way that you do not have the mental fortitude to assess adequately, and then you start believing some of the shit that you hear, and then in a manic episode you just blurt it all out.
Let's go through. We've basically got it all charted out, but
all right, where does the latest part of the saga start?
Like Alex Jones, he's causing a lot of harm, But so let's say. Kanye, let's see. This whole saga started out at Paris Fashion Week. He was wearing a White Lives Matter shirt outside Candace Owen.
Ben Shapiro employee, Candace Owen.
Yeah.
And here is that. So this obviously caused quite a stir for obvious reasons. And
then his reaction to that was, if anyone asked me why I'm wearing a White Lives Matter shirt, it's because they do.
Yeah, cool, dude. Nobody said they don't. But we've already talked about this a billion times. It's literally just provocative.
You ain't got the answer, Sway.
And then P. Diddy apparently reached out to Kanye, trying to talk to him about all this. And Kanye flipped on him, said he was being controlled by Jews, and posted screenshots of their text. This was very interesting to see.
The Jews.
So here, let's see. So this is a text that Kanye sent Puff Daddy. I don't like our combo. I'm selling these tees. Nobody. So is he selling White Lives Matter tees?
I guess.
I mean, it's pretty.
I don't think he has yet, but I think he's
merch, bro.
Saying that he will. I mean, yeah.
It's not that. I mean,
it's kind of shit you buy off of, hog.com where we got all of our MAGA shirts.
It's not that fashion forward. Just saying. Message aside. He says, I'm selling these tees. Nobody gets it between me and my money. This is my grandfather texting you now. Never call me with no bullshit like that again unless you're ready to greenlight me. Because nobody who got on that
tee... Anybody who got on that tee is me. Out of respect for everything you've meant to me, I'll be quiet as Virgil. But no, now I know how I've hurt people I love with threats. Come do something illegal to me now, please.
Yeah, so he posted that. He said, God is love. My brother misspoke to me, but I still love him. The thing that drives me crazy is how many enablers Kanye has, but okay, he's so popular. What do you expect?
Yeah.
It continues. You want to go ahead?
Diddy says, I'm just trying to talk to you as a black man, and I'm talking to you because this is hurting our people. Stop. He said, anything you text, I will post. I love you, and you guys are breaking my heart. I accept your apology in advance. Said, God is love. And then Diddy said, N-word, send me an address. Let's stop playing these internet games, and don't feel threatened. You'll be fine. Just love. He said, this ain't a game. I'm going to use you as an example to show the Jewish people that told you to call me that no one can threaten or influence me. I told you this was war. Now go and get you some business. So he's implying there that Diddy is controlled by Jews,
as you know,
and the Jews are making him do this. Yes. Now there's two separate sides to this though, because he will underneath this in the caption. What does he say? If you scroll down, he says Jesus is Jew, and then there are instances where he has said black people are the real Jews.
But you know what I say about this?
What?
You can be the Jew, bro. Be the Jew. I don't care. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Listen, I don't want to deal with this shit.
You're washing your hands.
Take it. Be the Jew. What the fuck do I care? I don't need this.
Okay.
You're born into this life. I didn't ask for it.
You're washing your
I don't
hands
care
of
about
this.
any of this shit. Be the Jew, Kanye. You want to be the Jew so bad? Take it, bro. You want to see what it's like? It's not that fucking dope, bro. Whatever you think it is, just go. Be it. Enjoy it, man. Take it from me. I'm not trying to do any shit to you, bro.
Ethan said, have fun with IBS.
1,000, bro. The Tourette's.
You want to have tummy aches every time you eat frozen pizza, Kanye?
Take that shit.
You want that?
Go with God.
Neurosis.
So he continues on here.
Diddy says, as soon as I land, we'll meet face to face. Send me an address. He said, N-word, fuck you, you fed.
The N-word.
I gotta say, Puff is kind of a badass.
Well, I mean, yeah, he's may or may not have killed people allegedly.
Puffy?
So.
Big Puff Daddy?
It's been a long time rumor that he was involved in the death of Tupac. And
Yeah, you don't know the Tupac?
What the
I thought that was all some other dude.
there was like someone who claimed that it was Diddy.
Nah, Diddy would never do that. Diddy's a good man. He is. He's a good man.
Is he?
Well,
You know
That's
that?
interesting. Okay.
Diddy's a good man. You follow him on Instagram, he's got vibes, bro.
He does have
Don't
fun for
follow
sure.
Diddy. True.
Anyway, so all of this happened.
But I love how he goes, send me your dress, dude. You'll be fine.
Well, I don't think he was going to kill him. I think he was just trying to have a conversation with him face to face and be like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? You're out of your mind.
Yeah.
Because, like, in certain instances, when someone's going through, like, a manic episode, one of the best things you could do is, try to maybe reason with them face to face. Because over the internet, it just, or over text messages, it just doesn't have that same impact. You know?
Yeah, but I think the standout thing was just about he's being controlled by Jews, which of course is one of the great anti-Semitic tropes of our day. And so I think he got suspended on Instagram after that one. And then, of course...
which is, of course, bullshit. I mean, come on. Well, it's free speech, baby.
Well,
Mark Zuckerberg.
I'll tell you who...
Jew. Just saying.
Oh, God.
His
that is unironically what the Nazis say, by the way, for the record.
Yeah.
Actually,
absolutely.
There is a really funny thing he tweeted out after he got banned.
Oh yeah, on Twitter, you mean? With the photos of them doing karaoke?
Yeah, he's like, we should be dogs. How could you ban me?
Yeah.
Because you fuck with the Jews, brother.
Yeah, so he did that, and then he went on Tucker Carlson.
Yeah, so that's my favorite thing. He gets banned for being anti-Semitic on Instagram, and then Tucker's like, "Let's talk.
Yeah,
let's do this."
So everyone is like riding him now. All the conservatives are like, Kanye West is prolific, brilliant. You know, everyone that literally said rap music is not real music.
That's right.
Everyone that has made a career shitting on black people as a whole, all of a sudden are big Kanye stans. They came out and they're like, "Oh man, I love Kanye.
Always love Kanye.
Yeah, always been a big fan." Right?
Trump. You know what? George Bush does hate black people.
Yeah. So he goes on Tucker Carlson. They have insane conversations that are basically very Trumpian. Talking about like all these media people that I love imagining 70-year-olds from Arkansas watching and not comprehending. They're like, what? He was denied the cover of Vogue. What the fuck? You know what I mean? Stuff
That's
like
outrageous. Yeah. Also, he looks like he's in a Sith.
I do like the beard. I really thought Beardier
super dark. And
I thought Beardier was going to be different because he looks cool.
You like it?
I do.
I agree. I think it's a good look for him.
His
It
eyes
is a good
look
look.
evil.
You would say that.
Yeah, the Jew in me.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. No, I was talking about him talking. I was talking about the beard.
Me saying that it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beard solidarity.
Still on.
So here's Tucker. Yeah, as soon as someone gets banned on social media for being racist or anti-Semitic, Tucker's like, "Come on this show. I want to advocate for you."
From it, and there's a photograph on it. What is that?
It's a photograph of a baby's ultrasound.
Why is that? And that you designed that?
Yes.
Why? What does that mean?
It just represents life. I'm pro-life.
Boy, so you wear it on a badge. What kind of response do you get? And good, amen. I agree.
I don't care about people's responses. I care about the fact that there's more black babies being aborted than born in New York City.
That can't be true, can it? There's no fucking. I heard that. I was like, there's no shot. There's more abortions than births in New York City of black babies. Not that it matters one way or the other.
Because they're not babies. It's an abortion.
It just seems like it can't be true.
So, I mean, he's tarnishing his own legacy as you know, an important artist in this space. But that's whatever. But also, he's doing it in the worst way imaginable, where he's writing for some of the worst ideas, and it's corny as fuck too. On top of everything else, you know, at least Michael Jordan was like, conservatives buy shoes too, but he didn't go balls to the wall on it. You know what I mean? Yeah. He wasn't talking about like the Great Replacement or some shit.
Yeah, I mean, he's just really whored himself out to white supremacists. It's kind of interesting, really.
Yeah. Turns out there's more to it though. A lot of the parts of this interview that were especially crazy were cut out, including but not limited to Kanye West talking about how you know, black people are the real Jews from this Tucker Carlson interview, which is interesting. I wonder why they cut that out. I mean, Tucker Carlson said he's a free speech guy, but
apparently they did also cut out him saying he's vaccinated.
Yeah, that was weird as well. Yeah, he did say that he was vaccinated. They cut out certain parts where he's talking about, you know, there's these actors in his house that are around his children. And he doesn't know where these actors came from. I mean, paranoid hallucinations are a part of, I think, a part of like manic breakdowns oftentimes. But, you know, conservatives do love someone going through an episode as long as they can weaponize it for their cause. So that's not new or surprising or unique to Kanye West.
By the way, what I'm seeing is in 2019, there was more births of black babies than abortions.
Yeah, according to this Newsweek article, because they fact-checked all of this, they said that was the case in 2019, which I'm assuming is the most recent data that's available. Newsweek also checked previous year's data and found that more black women gave birth than had terminations in 2017 and 18. But in 2016, there were slightly more abortions than births amongst black women. So
that is surprising.
I mean, it did happen at one point,
so it's
but
not that far-fetched of a claim.
It's not completely far-fetched.
Yeah. So basically, they aired the PG version. This is, I don't know how this stuff leaked, but
this one was so funny.
Here's shit that they cut that later got leaked to Vice. Here he is saying just watch, bro.
This one's.
Yeah.
I was biting my tongue on my political opinion because I thought it would be better for my children. And now you look up, and my kids are going to a school that teaches black kids a complicated Kwanzaa. I prefer my kids knew Hanukkah than Kwanzaa. At least it will come with some financial engineering. Kwanzaa doesn't, you know, so.
That's Trump. That's literally Trump.
He almost did the Fousey tube.
I have heard Trump say identical shit. You know, he'll go to like a American Jews fundraiser, right? Like American Jews for Israeli Freedom fundraiser or whatever the fuck, and he'll be like, you know, you guys are so good with money.
Yeah.
You guys, so many lawyers in the room. Where are my lawyers at? I love my Jew lawyers. The Jews control the banking institutions, but they're doing a good job. They're doing a good job with it.
Just don't piss them off, though. Just don't make them angry.
So yeah, he said that, which is again another anti-Semitic trope.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at Hitler's rationale for like the final solution, it all ties back to these high-level, insane Jewish conspiracies, you know, and this stuff all feeds into that. When you're willing to accept that Jews as a minority group have this ungodly amount of influence or coordinated influence over all these huge walks of life.
And the rant about Planned Parenthood here, which is the third one on the docket, that one is where he like says black people are the real Jews.
Mm-hmm. Go for it, bro. Take it.
You want to pull that?
Well, let's watch this one. I got this one up.
The energy communities.
Yeah.
This one's just crazy.
This one, I don't know why they cut it. I think the people would have really jived with this.
I'll talk to him if I see him.
Yep.
but I guarantee you he see me. And
he's talking about
I
Obama
have
there.
visions that God gives me just over and over on community building and how to build these free energy, fully kinetic energy communities where we impress, we put the least impression on the earth. We're not building the new New York skyline cockfight, that we are humble in the way that we present ourselves. We've got to rethink who we are as a species.
Tucker's right on board with you there.
Oh, but for sure, Tucker Carlson had like a raw egg
Planned
nationalist or
Parenthood was
something the
made-
other day on his broadcast, where like he loves that shit. That Tucker also famously an advocate for ball tanning.
Right, alcohol, ball tanning, and the return to masculinity, stuff like that.
He's big into that like self-help, goop for white nationalist males adjacent.
I wonder if Tucker would put a jade egg up his ass.
Yeah.
You told him it gave him more
Brother.
testosterone. He probably would.
So there was that, and then this
Here's
is the part.
one, the real Jews comment. Let's see.
Planned Parenthood was made by Margaret Sanger, a known eugenics with the KKK, to control the Jew population. When I say Jew, I mean the 12 lost tribes of Judah, the blood of Christ, who the people known as the race black really are.
You know what's crazy about how they're using Kanye as like a useful idiot? You know, the moment he left, Tucker was like, that guy's fucking insane.
Oh, yeah.
What a lunatic. And then they air it like, hey, look at this guy. We love Kanye. He's the best.
Yeah, that's why they cut out the parts where he's going, bananas mode.
That's literally what it means.
Yeah.
Tucker fucking hates Kanye. He thinks he's a freak.
Well, yeah, Tucker he's not too fond of black people in general unless he can use them as a token to weaponize, sometimes against the black community and sometimes against everyone else.
Anyone.
People known as the race black really are. This is who our people are, the blood of Christ. This, as a Christian, is my belief. And I believe that if we saw ourselves as more...
So what is it? I don't understand this whole
it's
blacks are the real Jew thing.
It's a black Israelite theory. So they claim that like all the white Jews, like all the other Jews are actually fake Jews and they are the real Jews. So they also have some really cool ideas like Shakespeare was black.
Right on.
Cleopatra, not black. But who else is black? Like Mozart, Beethoven, black.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Mozart definitely wasn't black.
How dare you say that?
I'm sorry, but that deal.
But I mean, they got crazy drip. They dress up like Mortal Kombat characters, which I think is pretty
Mozart
cool.
like German or Austrian or some shit?
Yeah, but black.
But how does
regardless.
that where is that? How does that?
Well, I mean, it comes. Look,
the lore?
If you want to dive deeper into it, it comes from generational trauma and trying to. Instead of address the psychic damage that causes an entire community of people, 400 years of slavery is nothing to just cast aside, no matter how much white supremacists try to do that. It's a group of people that want to not face that reality and make material restitution or fight for material restitution, but instead look for alternative history building so that never actually happened in your mind.
So how is it anti-Semitic? They say that Jews, modern day Jews, are intentionally misleading. Like, I know I'm not the real Jew. Like, someone like me is in on this.
Yeah, I mean, it's
not that you're the expert. I don't know. I'm just trying to understand.
I mean, I know a little bit, but
like, am I in their head? Am I in on this conspiracy? Someone like me who's like just totally
every Jewish person, like every Jewish person is I guess secretly in on it. I mean, it's always the same with Jews, right?
That's
it's like
incredible.
every conspiracy theory ultimately needs a villain because it's completely
and you know what,
removed from materialist analysis. So they have to find like a nefarious reason as to why people do these kinds of things in a shadowy room, right? And that's the reason why, since the blood libel days, since the original sin, since all of that, even before that, really, that a group of individuals were held responsible for no reason, and that group of individuals has always been Jews, right?
Dude, every good conspiracy theory blames the Jews.
Yeah, even fucking
what's the
innocuous
deal,
shit
man?
like flat earther conspiracy theories
The
go
Jews made
back-
Earth flat.
Yeah, NASA is like controlled by Jews. Like every
What the
conspiracy
fuck?
theory.
That's what I'm
ultimately-
saying. Kanye, be the Jew, bro. I don't want to be the Jew. You be
Yeah.
the Jew. What the fuck? I don't want
bit
to
of
deal with this
Hitler in
shit.
everyone.
I'd love to just be like a fucking normal dude. You don't have to talk about me being Jewish. Yeah, Jews did 9/11, all that fun stuff. Bro, just leave me alone. You do all that shit, man. Take
Yeah.
it, please, with my blessings. You're the black Israelite. God bless, man. I'm
So-
bowing out. You're right. You're right.
So he's saying that.
I'm
but
bowing out.
But black Israelites, for the most part, are just like they're annoying. You know what I mean? They just don't. They don't really have any sort of genuine power in any meaningful capacity. They're just like kind of the dudes that you see at the subway station, looking like Mortal Kombat characters, yelling at everybody
Okay,
about how they're
interesting.
like fake Jews and stuff, right? So I mean, I find it interesting, partially because it's like it doesn't have any sort of like systemic harm that it is capable of causing. Even though black Israelites are responsible for some hate crimes against like Jewish schools and whatnot. There was one case in New Jersey and one in New York where there was an anti-Semitic attack that occurred. One at a Jewish deli, I believe, and one at a school, if I'm
Not
not
a
mistaken.
deli, man.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
they-
way more sacred.
That's a
than-
place of worship.
I was gonna
you
say that's more
animal.
sacred than the synagogue.
You fucking beast, you
Yeah.
animal.
Yeah, so that has happened in the past as well. But other than that, like other than individual acts of anti-Semitic violence, there is no like broader systemic structure that it hinges on because it's a small group of people that do not have any sort of legitimate power. There's no like secret. There's no societal development that is built upon.
I'm ready to
Black Hebrew Israelite conspiracy theories in the same way that like white supremacy has been built upon.
I'm ready
in
to
the United
hand off
States of
the
America.
baton. If they need a ceremony, if we need to make this official, I don't know what they want. If there's any black Israelites watching, I can pass off the credentials. You want me to hand you a Torah or something? You're right, bro. Take it. I don't want it. Can I, one Jew, give another black Israelite, my Jew? Like, I Jew make you Jew. Now,
I
me, no Jew.
don't think it works that way.
Why?
I'm sorry to report.
I don't want it.
Get
Take
together
it.
in a get together in one of the meetings, and you can discuss it.
I guess
with the elder council.
Being a Jew is fucking annoying 99% of the time. It's like, why y'all fucking care so much? It's just like
Every story needs a villain, and historically, it's always been Jews, like unjustifiably, of course. But it's just it's an old trope that they like to go back to. They get comfort from it, I guess.
Yeah, old comfortable anti-Semitism.
Yeah, so
like being home. Here is more anti-Semitic
what
shit.
our culture is based on. Think about us judging each other on how white we could talk would be like, a Jewish person judging another Jewish person on how good they danced or something. I mean, that's probably like a bad example when people are going to get mad at that shit. But
that was a weird one.
Another thing that they do.
I was going to ask what you guys think. Like, is the implication like Jewish people are bad at dancing?
I
and
have
shouldn't
no
judge,
idea, dude.
Or like they shouldn't be dancing at all?
Like he's talking about black people code switching in order as a mechanism of survival in a white supremacist society, and then he turns around and he's like, "And Jews can't dance."
Right.
No more dancing at bar mitzvahs, man.
Yeah, I don't
No
know
more.
why. Maybe
Yo,
he
say
saw
what
those.
the fuck you want about Jews, but those guys shred, man.
Yeah, I was about to say like maybe he saw the fucking the Hasidic Jews getting down at bar mitzvahs and shit to Waka Flocka. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah.
Where they're just
they
like,
do the
going
mashup.
crazy.
Yep.
Here, let's continue on.
I probably want to edit that out in front of that like that.
I like that. That was like that's a bridge too far.
That was very close.
Okay, edit out the Jews. Jews are actually dope at dancing.
Yeah,
Edit that
they
out.
dance fine.
Yeah, he corrected himself.
Because the logic there would like.
By the
he's
way,
equating it to like you said, code switching. So it's like a Jew dancing is a Jew code switching to being not Jewish. It's very strange.
Bitch, Kanye, watch your mouth, bitch.
I wish you played the music for like 1 sec when it shows.
It's a party, it's
Watch
a party,
your
it's a
fucking mouth
party.
when you say it.
Hey, it's a party, it's a party.
Yo,
it's a
Jews
party.
fucking dance so hard that there's that video in Israel where they literally
burst
tore
through the
down
floor.
the second story building and like
Yeah, they're
70
going
people
crazy with it.
Yeah, man. That's how we do it.
Maybe he saw that.
Live fast, die hard, you know what I mean?
You know, I was talking to Ice Cube today, and we got really beat up in 2020 for saying we need to approach things a different way and not just be trauma drunk.
Right.
Which is a term that God just hit me with in the past couple of days. We are no longer trauma drunk. We are no longer trauma drunk, and we're no longer trauma bonding, and we're no longer woke in the sense of what woke is, because woke is just complaining about racism, but not doing anything about it.
So
What
that's,
are you
that's a
doing?
really
Yeah,
interesting
what
take.
is
It's
he
like
doing?
woke is complaining about
It's
racism and
so
not really doing
horrible.
anything about it, but also like, you know who complains the most? Motherfuckers who say white lives matter. At least people who say Black Lives Matter have like a legitimate cause, a legitimate movement. The organization itself might be completely fraudulent, right? But it's a real thing that that people are genuinely upset by. It's a white supremacist criminal justice system, and Kanye West is like, yeah, you guys aren't doing anything about it. So I decided to go and use the counter movement that white supremacists came up with, and ride that.
Dude, you're a billionaire. You're in a position to do something about it. And what are you doing about it? You're telling other people to stop whining. Like, fuck you. Dude, such a useful idiot you've become.
What we're gonna do about it is say, hey, you know what? Y'all not gonna send nobody at me.
What do we do about it?
Based on my opinion. You asked the question before. It drove me crazy to not be able to say that I like Trump.
I think you said it a lot
That's
frequently.
perfect. No, but that personally kind of showcases where this like reactionary rhetoric comes from, though. A guy who has never been told no for a very
every
long
day.
time, who does not know how to handle it, getting told no at at this wide enough scale, looking desperately for any kind of ally that will take him and say, no, what you're doing is right. Keep going, Kanye. And just, going off on crazy tangents. He's basically stating it. There is no interpretation. There's no analysis. There's no, like, genuine political interest in any of the movements that he's, like, signing off on or criticizing, really. It's just how it impacted him, how it impacted Kanye West. It drove him crazy that he couldn't say he loves Trump. It's a perfect, it's a perfect powder keg of narcissism, bipolar disorder, and just being like a petulant little child. When people tell you no, you're like, no, I have to keep going. I have to be more contrarian.
Right. This is my favorite cut, personally. Ask yourself, why did they cut this? I don't know.
You know, every day we've been killing each other in the streets every day. One of the amazing things with Mayor Suarez is the murder rate has gone down. And yeah, you set that question up. You have more information about about what happened in the hospitals. So, in all honesty, I don't have the most facts, as many facts.
No, I mean in your life, like
so I might have
the
deflected.
COVID vaccine, the being stuck inside. Like, what did you think of all that?
I was vaccinated. It was.
They cut this shit because it's so. They want them to be as palatable as they can to their white supremacist audience, and at the same time, with open disdain for actually who Kanye is by cutting out his comments. Because they know he's crazy.
Yeah, last night he was at the red carpet with Kid Rock, Ray J, for the Candace Owens like documentary, The Big Lie or something.
Yeah, I got that coming up in here.
But anyway, he said, yeah, this was the fire tweet.
Yeah, this one set it off. He says, I'm a bit sleepy tonight, but when I wake up, I love that. I'm gonna be going DEF CON 3. all caps Jewish people.
And like 8 spaces in between.
Wait,
too.
hold the fucking phone, bro. That was on the 8th. The 9th was DEFCON 3 Jewish Day. Did he ever go DEFCON?
No, because fake Twitter suspended him before he could go DEFCON 3.
I kind of wanted to see where it would go.
Thank you. I wanted so bad. I wanted to know what he had to say.
Well,
so
but
bad.
he's a coward. Put it on a website. People will see it. You know what I mean? Go to Rumble, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, no, I think he
He's being a
literally got a
coward.
Parler account or something.
No, well, you know, I woke up on he may have gone DEFCON 3 on me because I woke up the next day super sick out of nowhere.
They activated the kill grid.
Shit.
And he says the funny thing is,
The
I
5G krill grid has been flipped on.
because black people are actually Jew also.
I love actually Jew.
You guys have toyed with me and tried to blackball anyone who ever opposes your agenda.
Again, bro.
I think you also tried to say like who created cancel culture, like implying lightly that it was the Jews, maybe.
Yeah, that was definitely.
I mean, the Jews
implication.
have been the first people to be canceled. Let's be real.
Yeah, if anything, they
You know what I
get
mean?
canceled more than anybody else.
Shit.
But yeah, Candace Owens had a wonderful 3-minute defense of this where she said some cool things that I'll be paraphrasing, like, what does DEFCON mean? Maybe he meant he wanted to defend all Jewish people because DEFCON is technically about defense.
I've got that.